police station.
For this year, we have only arrested about 5 people doing it illegally. Yeah. Manpower, we don't have enough forest guards, to assist us. Like now, we are supposed to man over 14,000 hectares. And the forest guards, they are only 7. And now, we are 1 forester in charge and 3 assistant foresters.
Back at headquarters in the capital, Nairobi, the Forest Department admits mismanagement and a great deal more.
There has been mismanagement resulting into corruption. Some officers actually have been implicated in the field, and the government has also moved very quickly in terms of intercepting that big problem.
The Forest Department is merging with the Kenya Wildlife Service. The service takes a dim view of their prospective colleagues.
In my view, I think it's really been total negligence of duty. That's what it really sort of comes up to, where people sit in offices, they do nothing in the field, and they know they do nothing, and they don't attempt to resolve that problem. That has really been the problem of the Forest Department for a long time.
On top of the internal problems are the problems on the ground. While loggers are prepared to use chainsaws as weapons, the marijuana growers protect their illegal plantations with poisoned arrows.
So all these are arrows which were recovered. You can see these with the black substance. This is poison. So these are arrows with the poison tips, and they are used actually to prevent people from going closer to the bangi fields.
Mount Kenya is pockmarked with marijuana plantations. In a recent aerial survey, 143 plantations called bangi fields were discovered. With men possibly protecting the fields with poisoned arrows, it was a daunting 2-day trek into the mountain to reach the field. Deep in the forest reserve, the fields cover a total of 200 hectares. Most of them are close to the rivers draining the southeast slopes of Mount Kenya, although some are much higher up the mountain among the bamboo stands. On the streets of Nairobi, the demand for marijuana is increasing. More and more fields are being cut out of the forest to satisfy this demand. Charcoal is sold openly on the streets of Nairobi, much of it from Mount Kenya. For many people, charcoal is the only fuel they can afford. Gas and electricity are too expensive. It's big business, worth nearly $50 million a year.
It's illegal business because government is an environmental friendly. You know, you are arrested, you are charged, they give the money, corruption. You give the government about 1,000 they need, while you have about 100 bags of charcoal. So they take it. So you grant them money and it's over.
When it comes to money, in Kenya, anyone is desperate because the economy can't allow us, and so you have to get the cash whether you like it or not. It's a do or die, 7 stones to die.
Mount Kenya is a major source of charcoal. It's another threat to indigenous trees. Illegally felled trees are smoked in kilns over several days to produce it. A recent survey counted 2,400 charcoal kilns in the area. Grts increase the threat of forest fires, but it also disturbs the delicate ecosystem. Holes appear in the forest canopy. Despite the new ban for felling trees, for many young men, charcoal production is a source of income. We were taken by a group of men who used to be charcoal burners several years ago to a site deep in the forest.
Charcoal burning is illegal. Even to come inside the forest, that is trespass.
Because we are jobless, we don't have anything to do. We're jobless, the shabbas are very small, yet we don't have other alternative. So we risk our life instead of stealing or staying idle.
If we are caught here, once, you will be beaten seriously. They can break your legs, they can beat you until you have internal injuries. And when you are sent to the forest guard officers, who is at the forest station, there, you are locked there about a night or two, you are second, then they can release you, or they can take you to the police and you are prosecuted and you are jailed about 6 months or 12 and a fine.
There has to be some alternative fuel found for the residents that live around Mount Kenya, or the residents of Kenya as a whole. And yeah, the charcoal burning on Mount Kenya isn't just for the local community. It's commercial.
A forest, like I do believe many other forests, are being faced with this very basic challenge, is how to balance short-term benefits, in particular from extracting some specific forest products with long-term benefits, which are microclimate regulation, water catchment protection, soil erosion protection, or reservoir for biodiversity.
The allocation of forest land for farming has also created major problems. Kenya is mainly a rural economy, and people are desperate to farm on the fertile land around the forest. But this means conflict between farmers and wildlife, such as elephants that roam around the forest reserve. Often they end up on nearby farms, eating the crops. Gerald Ngatia is a local farmer whose farm is frequently invaded by elephants.
These are the elephant footprints where they have been passing along, especially when they came about 1 week back. And destroyed all the bananas that were there and all the sugarcane that was here. The maize crop that was here was destroyed in one night by a team of about 4 to 5 elephants. And we had to repeat the whole project all over again. And that's why we say that they have been drawing us back economically and also reducing the morale of the growth of this community.
Hilda van Leeuwen is an elephant researcher. She has spent months tracking the elephants of Mount Kenya.
Elephants in general in Kenya are quite a tourist attraction, and tourism is an important thing. Now, there is enough reasons to protect Mount Kenya in general. They do involve in crop raiding and certain things, but the reason they do so seems all to be reasons which is related to human encroachment, for example, and there is a solution to that.
The bitterness that's caused by the elephants, especially elephants, because of the destruction of crops, I, myself, and including many of the people of this scheme, if we had our way, we would defend ourselves and we would destroy some of them.
Night after night, farmers stand vigil over their fields, prepare to drive off the wild elephants with flaming torches.